Hey everybody, it's Nerdicane back at you. For everybody who's watching this, whoever's following along, thank you. We're gonna cover the I'm gonna cover the third episode in Master of the Universe. I just said that because Nerdicane at Junior was playing with one of those head lanterns that my wife had back when she used to run in caves or something like that. And I thought it was dead. I thought the battery was dead. And I pressed the button to activate it, and it was pointed directly at my face. So I'm half blind now, half deaf, so that goes along with it. So I want to address something. A lot of the people who got very enthusiastically reactionary when this came out is one of their complaints was that there's no positive male character in the show. I gotta say, after watching the third episode, that's a little bit of an overstatement of the situation. So I hesitate to say that this is a very Man-at-Arms centric episode, but there is a lot of building to his character. In the beginning, we see these people, these just farmers in Eternia, and they're at this well where enchanted water comes out, and there's just a tiny little trickle. So people have to line up and they have to wait for their cup to fill, and you find out that Man-at-Arms is one of these people waiting in line, and he's more he's more of the technology side. He's an engineer, he's a builder. He really doesn't need magic. But what you find out is he's sort of taken up care of Orko in this world of Eternia. In this version of it, magic has been depleted and magic is leaving the world of Eternia. So, and Evelyn even mentions it too, is that characters who use magic are taking this really hard. She's human. Evelyn is human. She's just having, she's kind of having to conserve her power and use it a lot less now. Whereas Orko, who is a magical being, he's getting hit really hard, and you see a very weakened when it gets to reveal Orko, you see a very weakened Orko in this situation, and Man-at-Arms has taken he really has no reason to. He's not family other than they used to work together and they had all those adventures, but he's taken that fatherly role. He's taken that role of the caretaker, as I do with Nerdicane at Junior. He's bringing him enchanted water to keep him going. It's they're fighting against that trickle is getting smaller and smaller every month, but he still does it because he has this love for his friend, and you see that in this. Even times, there's times in this show where he even says to Tila, he says, "I love you, Tila," and it's very touching. It's very very fatherly, and it's a lot of things. A lot of shows now they diminish the role of the father a lot. What? Sorry, Nerdicane at Junior was getting a little upset because she couldn't open something. But, I mean, just look at that. That's a dad mustache. Look at the screen. Okay, go back to what you're doing. That's a dad mustache right there. That's a quality dad mustache right there. And in this episode, and, from all that I've seen, he's not, the bumbling dad, the doofus dad that you see in so many shows and advertisements now. He's, in his own right, he's a badass. I mean, he comes to the rescue of Tila and Andra, the new character that they added, and Evelyn, when they were captured by Merman. I made a little mistake in the last video. I kind of mentioned there's development on Evelyn too. You start to see there's a scene in this. This was the episode where she takes off her helmet, and you see very long silver hair, and it kind of shows you that she's quite a bit older. She may be, in her late 40s, and you hear her, sort of lament the time that she spent following Skeletor, when she laments that she could have been one of the masters of the universe, which I don't really understand what makes you a master of the universe in that thing. I'm not that huge of a He-Man fan. So if anybody knows, let me know in the comments. But she laments that she kind of spent all that time and energy on, giving that to Skeletor when she could have been the one taking the power. She could have been the one moving forward as, a ruler or a warlord. What is Skeletor? Is Skeletor a ruler or is he a warlord? I think he's a warlord. But you actually see character development where she's a little more open and she's a little more talkative with Tila and Andra. It's as it goes on. Even taking her helmet off, that's a sign that you're seeing less of evil Lynn, and you're seeing this new character, or this old character that she used to be, named Lynn. And it's very interesting to see. It's very good to see in this cartoon. It's definitely, I still say it's definitely the Tila show, but it's a He-Man-less show that focuses a lot on Tila. But the show in itself, as I'm watching this, it's not a dumpster fire. It's just, it made some bad decisions, and the director, Kevin Smith, the worst thing he did the worst thing he could have done. He lied to the fans, and the fans are still pretty pissed off, and they really haven't forgiven him about that. And it's going to be a while until that comes along. Good luck selling tickets to Clerks 3, which is wholly unnecessary. Clerks 2 was unnecessary, so I don't know why you're going ahead with Clerks 3. But yeah, this is the gang getting back together, and you start to see this is when they go into hell. I forget what they call it in Subternia. In the He-Man universe, it's hell, basically hell. You're gonna go down there, and I've watched about half of the next episode, and it's pretty interesting. I mean, it's a little slow, and it's a little more character development, and the pacing of the show is, it feels like they took their time a little too much in the show as I've been watching. I mean, we're doing episode 3. And it's a 5-episode season 1. I don't care what Kevin Smith says. When you do 5 episodes, and then 6 months later, you release 5 more episodes, that's another season, because this is the season, summer, and then it's going to be winter when you put out the next one. So guess what? In television terms, that's another season. In real life terms, that's another season. But exactly. Nerdicane Jr. totally agrees with me. But that's all I got for this one. It's still it's a pretty good watch. I'm still probably could have used Prince Adam. Maybe a more interesting thing that the fans might have liked is the destruction of the Power Sword. He-Man willingly destroying it, and now Prince Adam, Tila, Evil Lynn, Beastman. Oh, Beastman's joined the crew. Are going in and trying to restore the magic and restore the Power Sword as well. That would have been probably a smarter choice, less controversial, but Hollywood is what it is nowadays. But thanks for watching, you guys. Go have a good time. I will probably have another one tomorrow. I might even have another video on a different subject today. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Go have a good day. Bye.